ages and ages, but I haven't really gotten around to it. The book I'm going to talk about, I read in August. It's the second time I read it, and the first time I read it, it was another edition. The first edition was withdrawn from the market, but I read it before it was withdrawn, just before it was withdrawn from the market. And then I bought the new copy because I wanted to read the new one, because I thought that I'd probably think it was better. And I did. I can't say there's a huge difference between this edition and the first edition, but I did notice that a lot of the spelling mistakes from the first edition were gone, which is a good thing. So the book I am going to talk about is Dead, Undead, or Somewhere in Between by Saare, which is a vampire book, urban fantasy. It's about Rhiannon Murphy, and she's a young woman. She works as a bartender in New York City, and she moved there from South America, south of USA, South States, I guess. Sorry about the lack of very detailed geography knowledge when it comes to the US. I'm not very great at that. It's kind of far away, so I probably know more about the US and a lot about US people know about Norwegian geography, so hey. But yeah, Rhiannon, she's a bartender, as I said, and she works in a strip club. She's quite tough. She has a big mouth, so to say. She doesn't let anyone kind of pick her on the nose, as we say in Norwegian. She doesn't let people get away with just anything. She's also a necromancer, which she keeps secret. This is something that comes natural to her. She's born with this necromancy, and she's trying the best she can to hide this. And it has been, she's been doing this quite well up until now. Then one day she gets approached by a vampire, a really good-looking vampire, and his name is Disco, or he's called Disco. And he knows her secret, obviously. I'm not going to tell you why he knows this, because you need to read the book to find out. But he knows, and he approaches her, and he wants her help. There has been vampires mysteriously disappearing, and now he wants her help. Rhiannon, on the other hand, doesn't very much like vampires. They are dangerous, very dangerous. They bloodthirsty suckers. Ugh. And she tries to say that no, I don't want to help you. However, Disco is not the kind of guy who takes no for an answer. So she ends up helping him, whether she kind of likes it or not. And this is where it all kind of starts. And I'm not going to tell you more about the story, because that would be kind of spoiling, you know. And I think you should read the book. I really like this. As I said, I didn't see the huge difference from the first edition, except for like the language was better. And I really love the language. It's well written. It has a kind of richness, and I really like that. It's not like well, it's an easy read, but it's not easy. If you understand what I mean, that the language is grown up. It's not for, I wouldn't say that this is a young adult book. A lot of the books in this kind of genre are written for a young adult audience. And I'm not saying young adults couldn't read it, because I think they could very well do so. But it is a book for grown-ups, in my opinion. It's full of humor. I really like that. It made me laugh, and it's exciting as well. And if you like your gore, I know that there are guys and girls out there who like their gore. They get their part too. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to read a quote from the book. His eyeball was missing. The ravaged socket empty. Half the side of his face was gone, leaving behind muscle, shredded tissue, and cartilage. His top lip was missing, displaying teeth that dangled from strands of gummy root. I looked down. His legs were all kinds of fucked up too. If he wasn't a spirit, there was no way he'd be standing. One knee was bent backward, the foot extended beyond. The other was dangling off his hip, almost detached. Ugh, it's kind of, ugh. It doesn't really make a pretty picture, but that's what you get. It's gore. So, yes, I really did enjoy this book, and I would highly recommend it. And if you haven't read it, I think you should. And she also have a YouTube channel. That's how I kind of got to know this book, and I'm looking forward to read the next one, which I haven't gotten around to because there are so many books and so little time. But Dead, Undead, or Somewhere in Between by Saare. Go read. Go buy. Buy it.